How's everyone doing? I wanted to talk quickly about why I didn't get the Silverado 2500. Now, I've mentioned this a few times now. I had Silverados before this Ram 2500. This is a 2021 Tradesman. I had a 2004, I had a 2012, and I actually had a 2018. One of my previous videos, I said 19, but that's not true. I didn't have a 19. I had an 18. And when the time came where I needed a 3/4 ton, obviously I was like, all right, let's go take a look at this 2500, the Silverado, and let's see what we can do because I need better payload. And I didn't like the looks, honestly. They really they got a little futuristic with the looks there, and they're trying to keep pace with Ford. Ford's always had those like sharp angles. Well, they pretty much always had like the sharp angles, and Silverado wanted to go that way. They wanted to compete with the looks, and they felt like they still had the old style trucks that Ram still does, which is the one that I like. So as far as the looks were concerned, I just didn't like the looks, and that was the main reason. But there was other reasons, and and the the beyond looks, the capability of the Silverado is great, but it's because they don't use the coils. They don't use coils in the back. It's just leaf springs, and the ride isn't there. And along with that is that this is still at this point in time. They probably change this. I would assume in the next couple of years is that you're still using a 6-speed transmission. Now, we're talking about gas. The Silverado gas, 6.6. That's the one. That's the new one. The 6.6. They had a 6.0. They changed to a 6.6, and so we're talking about the 6.6 versus the 6.4 Hemi. That's what I have. And it's just the 6-speed transmission, the leaf springs, and the looks are really what stopped me. Everything else about the Silverado is awesome, and I would have loved to stick with them. Honestly, there's no Ram dealers anywhere even close to me, so that is an actual problem. I drove 2 hours to get this thing, and I could have got a Chevy in less than 40 minutes. So ideally, Chevy Silverado would have been the one, but I just couldn't do it. Now the Duramax versus the Cummins is a little bit different. They both have 6-speed transmissions, so you kind of cancel that out. And honestly, if you look it up, if you're interested in Duramax versus Cummins arguments, there's a lot better videos on this. But you should look it up. Is that actually the Duramax is kind of the better truck? Look at the engine's more powerful, I believe. As far as gas is concerned, the engine, I believe, has more torque, but not as much horsepower as far as the Hemi. So 6.6 versus 6.4, the 6.6 has more torque, but less horsepower. And another issue with the 2500, not that I have to deal with towing large amounts, but there's no 410 option. There's no 410 option on a Silverado 2500. It's just a 373. So that's going to hurt you on towing as far as the gas is concerned. So you kind of have to go to the Duramax if you're looking to really tow and you want a Silverado. So that was it. I mean, it's obviously a short video, but if you're trying to decide between a 2500 Silverado and a Ram gas, the transmission on the Ram is better. It's just a better transmission. It's going to be a smoother ride. It's also going to be just a more comfortable ride because you got coils in the back. There's no coils in the back. You can have obviously a shock, but you have just leaf springs in the Silverado. Putting looks aside, let's just talk about ride quality. And the Ram is a better quality ride. And I have a 1-year-old, which I've mentioned before, and I have a wife that's going to be riding in the car a lot. I wanted a better ride. It's also why I changed the front suspension to a little bit cushier of a ride, a little bit nicer. I've seen my previous videos. They're all linked in the description. So that's it. That's the reason. All right, everyone. Thanks. See ya.